After today, I think that missing a flight or a boat or whatever is the universe trying to tell you to stay where you are. So this is our second day in St. Bart's, and although we were up like really early, we somehow still managed to miss our boat back to St. Martin. It's kind of funny because we were driving to the marina and my friend was like, "Is that our boat leaving?" And I was like, "No, it doesn't leave for 15 minutes. That was indeed our boat leaving 15 minutes early." I don't know what it is about boats here leaving before the departure time, but the fact that this has happened to me twice says something. And don't tell my friends, but honestly, I was kind of happy that we missed the boat because I wanted to spend more time on the island. So I texted the car rental company and asked if we could have the car for a little bit longer, and they said sure, with no additional cost. So we ended up coming to Eden Rock to have a little breakfast. And oh my gosh, I've seen so much content about this hotel. I would love to stay here one day. And I have to say, the French toast was some of the best that we've ever had. So guys, we also had our Airbnb for an additional day, and we were choosing to leave early because we wanted to go back to St. Martin and go to this party at Lottery Farm. Everyone in St. Bart's was like, stay another day, you have to come to Bagatelle tonight, it's so fun. And against better judgment, we went back to St. Martin. So we actually got to return our car at the marina, which was convenient, and then we got on the next ferry, which was about 3 hours later. Guys, I kid you not, the only reason we were rushing back to St. Martin was because this party at Lottery Farm is their big pool party, and it's also carnival at this time, so we thought we were gonna have a time. Tell me why we dock and it's pouring rain. And no, it wasn't the cute little Caribbean drizzle. It was raining. I was like, hold on, y'all, the pool party's outdoors. And don't get me wrong, I love a little party in the rain. However, I need to start the party right. Like, I need a few drinks in my system before I start dancing in the rain. You know what I mean? Anyways, when the rain calmed down a little bit, it was time to head out. And y'all, this taxi driver that came to pick us up was actually bonkers. He almost rear-ended someone and he was smoking and drinking while driving. I was like, I know that has to be against the law universally. Anyways, we arrived at Lottery Farm, and y'all, when I tell you, it was jam-packed. Like, it was body to body in here. So I will say, the last time I was in St. Martin, we came pretty early and we got adopted into a cabana and we had a time. And I also met a Tarzan last time. This time around, child, we came late and like the vibes were just not the same. Don't get me wrong, we obviously still had fun, but I couldn't help but think, I wish I was still in St. Bart's. However, Lottery Farm is still always a time. We still found our way into someone's cabana. And I do feel like if we came earlier and we were a little bit more lit earlier on, we would have had a ball. Anyways, when it was time to go, we literally ghosted our taxi driver because there was no way we were getting back in the car with him. We got a little bite to eat and then ended up at Lotus later that night. We honestly went too early, but we just weren't feeling it. So we called it a night, and tomorrow we're back outside.